Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
India's Silicon Valley, Bengaluru, is staring at a supply shortfall in office space. Real estate consultant JLL India predicts that the demand will be much higher than supply in Bengaluru. Already, the city is falling short by 1.5 million square feet based on current absorption data. My colleague Amita Balachandra sent us this report earlier today.
Well, Bengaluru may be one of the top preferred destinations for commercial real estate in India. However, a recent report by JLL India says that there is going to be a supply shortage for office spaces over the next 1 year. It predicts that, of course, demand is going to be about 10 million square feet for office space. However, supply there is going to be short. In fact, just about 8 to 8.5 million square feet. So, about 1.5 million square feet of shortage in Bengaluru is expected over the next 1 year. What the study says, of course, is most of the office space demand is concentrated in peripheral areas, especially outer ring roads, Jaipur Road, Hosur Road, and of course the demand is going to slightly shift to Whitefield, Electronic City and other areas in the periphery, considering these areas where there is maximum demand as of now is going to get saturated very soon. In fact, also what is coming through from the report is that the leasing activity, of course, vacancy rates for that is just about 4 to 5% in these areas. Also, another key takeaway from the report is that, of course, what is going to happen over the next 1 year is that there is going to be supply shortage, but as of now, demand is mostly driven by ITES companies, and not surprising, they're considering Bengaluru is the IT hub of India.
Bengaluru, however, is not the only market that is falling short of office space. Pune too is staring at a shortfall. A JLL report released in a month ago said that while net office usage in Pune was 94%, supply was at a mere 5%. To give us more perspective, earlier today we were joined by the country head of JLL India, Anuj Puri, and he tells us if this trend is catching up in other cities. Listen in.
There is a lot more demand of good quality office space in many of the tier 1 cities across India than what the supply is coming up. Bangalore is certainly an example, Pune is an example. We're finding that in Gurgaon now happening, where we're seeing that the demand is far in excess with the new construction that is coming up in the office space. And there are a couple of reasons for that is. On the demand side, because the US economy continues to do very well, we're seeing a lot of the US corporates, certainly in the IT space, take up more space because there's more outsourcing happening from the US to those corporates in India, and they're taking larger space because they need to expand their business. The second is that we're seeing the Indian industry also progress and take up more space. So whether it's the pharmaceutical, whether it is the media, whether it is the manufacturing companies in India, they're taking up more space. So clearly on the demand side, we're seeing a lot more focus, lot more energy come up. On the other hand, in the supply side, we're seeing is that there is very little new good quality supply coming up. And there are two reasons for that is. One, that the developers are over-levered, as a result of which they're not willing to get into office space and take more leverage from the banks. The second is from the perspective of residential, trying to launch a project and then start selling brings in cash flows, which in office, until you have completed the entire office building and then leased it out, which it could be anywhere between 3 to 5 years, you're not going to be able to get in the cash flows. Every quarter, you're going to see between 1 to 3% rent increase. Because the demand is going to be greater than the supply, so the law of economics is going to come into play, and you're going to see the rentals continue to progress until such time that it becomes really attractive for the developers to start building a lot more new office space, and that's when you're going to see swelling of the supply and perhaps the rentals relaxing a little bit. And I don't see that happening over the next 12-18 months.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricks now.